think Nathan should join the choir? Do you think he'd enjoy that?
What sort of voice has he got? Be a bit old and querulous, wouldn't it?
No.
Your old workplace is still there, huh?
Cathy was telling me that my old boss has left. I hear Gladys is leaving. Off duty and sauntering, isn't it? When did we last saunter?
I'd have to check my diary.
You never saunter. You're always on the gallop.
Leaky roofs wait for no man.
Now there's someone who knows how to saunter. But she saunters all the time.
She looks lost.
But she doesn't care. Shall I help her, do you think?
There's no power on earth that'll stop you, Jess. Once a Samaritan.
May I help?
Oh, thank you. Now I know this is a good time. This didn't happen in Manchester or Birmingham.
Oh, don't be fooled. We've got drugs and vandals and burger bars and we're sagging teachers.
I don't believe it's that bad.
Maybe not. You have to forgive me for going on. I don't have many conversations with proper grown-ups. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Charles Darwin.
And all the trouble started. You don't need the map. You go down here.
Today's special offer.
Oh, thank you. They're lovely.
That was absolutely lovely. We must do this more often.
We'll try. Okay. Deep breath.
1, 2, 3.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, well, look what the wind's blown in. Fancy you two condescending to come home. If we had died, you wouldn't have known till you read about it in the papers.
May, only been gone a couple of hours. You're perfectly safe. Cathy was with you.
She has children to look after. You do not. We are your sole responsibility. And she can't protect us from him.
Lovely.
Jesus.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, May, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
That's silk and these are cotton. Cathy's joined the Woodland Trust.
That's right.
We're going to adopt a copse.
What is it we're saving again?
Oak, beech and ancient hornbeam. You have 5 trees planted for you every year, and when you die, they'll still be there.
Oh, that's lovely. Are you going to use some brighter colours in there?
No, not in this one. You see that
Harlequin. Oh, it's
I think I'll toddle.
okay, loves.
See? Oh, see? He's no sooner in the door than he wants out again.
He always goes for a drink on a Sunday.
Somebody's driving him to drink. It isn't me.
Well, here come the Methodists to take you to church, Nathan. But get your coat on.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, Cathy, I love my life.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Peter. Oh, this is Cathy, Peter Fox.
Spinster of this parish.
Hi, Peter. Yeah, thanks, Cathy.
Taxi for Nathan, is he ready?
Oh, he's been ready since Thursday.
How's he settling in?
May's putting him to the test, of course.
Never mind. We'll keep on turning the other cheek until we run out of cheeks. Hello, Nathan.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
You better mind this step.
Yeah.
Down we go. I think you're going to have to move over and make room for Nathan.
Thanks. Give me a push.
Yes. Careful of your head. That's it. Right. You're in. Good.
evening.
This is the mobile of Jacob Copplestone Joinery. Sorry I can't pick up the phone at the moment. Can you leave your number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Jacob, it's just me again, love. Wondering where on earth you've got to. Please call me.
Hello?
Kathy, I hope I haven't woken you.
No, of course not.
You haven't seen Jacob, have you?
No, why?
Well, he went to the pub this afternoon and he hasn't come back yet.
Well, have you tried phoning him?
Well, his mobile's switched off.
Maybe he's met a friend or something.
No, he would have phoned me. I'm a bit worried.
Well, if you're worried, maybe you should call the police.
Police? Tow? Do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm just being silly. I'll wait and see what happens and I'll check in the morning.
All right. Good night, love.
Good night.
Why hasn't Jacob come home yet?
I don't know.
It's late.
I'm sure there's a
Really late.
perfectly reasonable
My
explanation.
legs are so swollen today. Thank you.
Up.
Oh, Jessie, you spoil us.
They are toasty.
Oh, lovely. Warm feet.
Now, do you want the light on?
No, I think I'm going to read a little.
Good night.
Night, darling. Don't you wait up for that naughty boy.
Any sign of him?
No. Have you taken your pills?
Yes. He's probably been murdered. Lord, he's got a floozy. Everybody's got a floozy these days. Even parsons and priests. Especially parsons and priests. Or he's fallen in the river and drowned.
Good night, May.
Oh, but that happens all the time.
And also, forgive me for trespasses. Like Nathan's heart. Ease Brenda's pain. But most of all, please bring Jacob safely home. Thank you.
This is Jacob Copplestone Joinery. Sorry I can't come to the phone at the moment, but if you'd like to leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Mr. Copplestone, it's Arthur Davids here. Where are my new French doors? I was expecting you on Monday, and it's now Friday. Please telephone and let me know when you intend to do the work.
Go! Someone else will have to go.
Good morning, Mrs. Copplestone. Please see Cowley.
She thinks you'll come to take her to prison.
No, of course I don't.
Well, you said so.
You take me for a fool, but don't ask me to come down to your precious morgue and identify my son's corpse, that's all.
No one's going to take you anywhere, madam.
I'm Mrs. Copplestone.
I know you coppers kicking down doors in the middle of the night.
Hey, please. Come through, officer.
If you want my advice and if you're looking for criminals, go down to the town hall and arrest the council. Lock them up and throw the key in the river. Or better still, keep the key and throw the council in the river.
May, darling, please. Okay? I'm sorry.
I'm afraid there's still no news. She's quite a character, your mother.
My mother-in-law.
And the other lady?
Her sister, my husband's aunt.
They both live here.
And my husband's cousin, Nathan, is upstairs.
Do you have any children?
Oh, that's Nella, our foster daughter. She died
I'm sorry.
a long time ago. Hello. Everything's here. Except for what he was wearing, of course. Is that a good sign?
It suggests his disappearance wasn't premeditated.
O merciful Saviour, I beseech thee, hear my prayers. If it be thy holy will, send our dear Jacob back to us and restore thine own lamb to the sheepfold. For poor Jess is at our wit's end and knows not where he is.
Nathan.
But if it be not thy will, which God forbid, and I'm sure, dear Lord, is not thine will.
Are you all religious?
More or less, yes. Nathan's a Methodist, I'm a Baptist, Brenda's a Quaker, come Buddhist, and May's a Presbyterian. We used to be white.
No reason. I'll let you know if there's any news. But please, Mrs. Coppleston, don't worry, okay? Bye.
Come on, me hearty!
Full steam ahead.
Not too deep. Yeah. Trick is, got to remember to do the opposite of what you would normally do. So if you want to go right, pull left, yeah? Got it? Always remember that.
Can Mum have a go now?
Mum can't row, she's useless.
I'm not. I bet I
Right,
can
go
do
on,
it.
you have a go. On you on then. Go for it. Come on, that's the roll. Oh, now we're in trouble. Oh, hands on deck!
Jess? Jessie? I need a word. Luke, tell Jessie who you saw in Ludlow this morning.
Jacob.
You see? He's alive.
You saw him? Where? Are you sure it was him?
Yeah. I was in the butcher's in the square getting some organic venison for Mum, and I came out and there he was, so I was like, hi, Jacob.
Well, what did he say? Was he all right?
Well, he sort of smiled and...
And the rest, please, Luke.
And then this person came up carrying, like, supermarket shopping bags, and then they sort of, like, went off.
What person?
Yeah, like, a woman with, like, sort of fair hair.
But it's good he's alive.
More alive than we thought. I just don't understand how I didn't see it coming.
I know.
We had such a lovely day on Sunday.
You going to say anything to the oldies?
Oh, how can I not? The trouble is, I convinced myself he was dead.
Oh, this is better then, isn't it?
Is it? Is it better?
Jess, forgive my being a nuisance. I think the girls need you. I think, if you'll pardon my being so outspoken, it's a toilet problem.
I'll be here if you need me.
It's all right.
She's been in there for hours, and I need to go. I can't hang on much longer.
Rennie, will you be long?
I can't go.
Oh, well, run the tap, dear. That always helps.
Oh, I have run the tap.
Well, run it again. Give it time to work.
I wet my knickers.
Perhaps I can help.
Thank you, Nathan. I'd rather you didn't.
I've an idea.
I'm going to wet the chair.
Oh, Brenny, could you come out just for a minute? I'll put you on a chair with a pad.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
Don't worry. I'm fetching the commode. Hang on, May.
Nathan!
Hang on. I'm coming.
Did you take your medicine today? You have, in the yellow packet.
Hang on, May.
Too late! Too late! I've gone in the chair.
Oh.
And it's not my fault. It's her fault.
Brenny, don't move. Don't move, mate.
If only I were fitter and stronger.
If you were fitter and stronger, you silly old fart, you wouldn't be here at all, and my Jacob would be here. It's you that's driven him away.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Oh, I know what I'm doing, you sanctimonious old fool. I'm pissing on the furniture.
It's all right, I'm going.
Yeah, all right, dear. Nathan, I'll be there in a minute.
Going properly. Crisis over.
All right, Brenny, dear.
What about me, Brenda? We've only got one mother between us, and I was much right to her as you have.
I'm not your mother. Out the way.
I'm not anybody's mother.
I've gone.
Hello.
Jess, it's me, Jacob.
Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Jacob. It's so beautiful to hear your voice. How are you? Where are you?
I'm all right. I'm in Ludlow.
Look here, young man. What have you got to say for yourself?
Mum,
Where
just
have you been?
pass the phone back to Jess,
No,
will you,
no,
please?
you can't speak to her till you've explained yourself to me. Are you on drugs or what?
Give it to me. Jacob, how are you? We thought you were dead. When are you coming home?
I don't think I can, love.
No. Ow! See here, you, on your bike and back home at once. Oh!
What's happening?
I want to speak to my son. I want to speak to my son.
May, for the love of God, shut up.
Show yourselves together. Says who?
Says me.
Are you still there? Jacob.
Can I just say first that there's a cheque in the post. I've closed up our building society account, so your half's on its way.
My half? What do you mean? Jacob?
Yes. Oh, what can he be saying to her? He's strange. Oh, I should give him such a talking to.
Young Luke saw us this morning.
Yes, I know. I know. He told me. So, Luke, come in. She got a name?
Yeah, of course she's got a name. She's called Hazel.
Blonde called Hazel.
I did try. I honestly did try, but I couldn't stop thinking about her. She's had a hell of a life. She got knocked about by her husband, so she's divorced him, but then she was left with a couple of young children and a dog. But she's picked herself up. She's just finished a hospitality skills course at the local further education college. Silly thing is, I think you like her.
So, you're sort of family.
Well, yeah, the kids are 6 and 8, so yes, I suppose we are, really. But I know how awful this must be for you, love, but especially being lumbered with the oldies. But just as I think of myself as a joiner, I think of you as a carer, doing, I don't know, your duty as a Christian, your duty as a woman. You're so strong, Jess. I suppose it goes with the Christianity and such.
So where did I go wrong, Jacob? With my duty as a woman? Or my Christianity?
Poor Jess. Come away.
I need to know what is happening.
It was a perfectly good marriage, but it was never that terrific sexually, was it? I'll definitely be in touch soon. Bye, love.
Is he right? About the sex?
What should I know? No basis for comparison. Oh, he does. He's having orgasms in Ludlow.
A blonde called Hazel with a diploma in hospitality skills. What else did he say?
Oh, I think I'm a very strong woman.
Makes you sound like a bloody Hungarian weightlifter. Where did you leave it?
Said he'd call me again in a couple of days' time. Hopes I'm not too unhappy. He won't let me down. He promises. He still cares for me. Wanted me to know that. He'd rather I didn't try to get in touch with him. Things are a bit tricky.
He'd rather you didn't get in touch.
Things are a bit tricky.
Bollocks to that. You've got his number, ring him.
No, he said not.
Do it.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Jess. Could you give me a hand? My knees seem to have stuck.
Oh, you don't have to kneel to pray, Nathan. God sees you kneeling in spirit. What if I hadn't been here and you'd fallen?
Well, that would have been very selfish of me and put you to even more trouble. But it won't be for much longer. I'm going to move out.
Oh, don't be silly.
It was a mistake coming here, Jess. I tipped the scales. I upset the balance.
Where would you go?
Oh, yes. Well, the place I have in mind is called the Brambles. Don't worry, Mrs. Evans, the matron, is a Methodist lay preacher with an ample bosom. I'm writing to her to inquire about accommodation.
Well, why do you want to leave me all of a sudden?
To give you your life back.
But I just want Jacob back. Oh, I want him to come home. I want everything to be as it was.
Is this a private party, or may anyone attend?
Nathan's threatening to leave us.
Don't listen to him, the old hypocrite. It's attention-seeking behavior. He thinks he's Jesus making the supreme sacrifice.
I'm not contemplating the supreme sacrifice. I'm contemplating the Brambles rest home.
This could be your lucky day. 1 down and 2 to go.
But I don't want any of you to go. Where would I be without you?
Free.
You smoke?
Yeah, now and again. At work. was no need to come rushing over, you know?
There was a need. I had a need.
Yeah, of course you did. But there are other people involved, you know? And I'm really anxious to keep the temperature down for everybody's sake. Put everything on my bill.
Thank you.
Certainly, sir.
I really need time to sort of organise things at this end, and it doesn't help if you come running after me. It's not good for Hazel to get upset. I worry about her nerves.
Her nerves?
She's not like you, Jess. You're so strong and capable.
And she's weak and incapable.
I didn't mean it to come out like that. She's had a rotten life. And well,
Nella used to like coming here, do you remember?
pink ice cream.
Most of it in her hair. Were there other women, Jacob, before Hazel?
Not really. Are you... Sorry, I was waiting.
Waiting for me to be mother. That's always been the problem, hasn't it, Jacob? Waiting for me to be mother.
Here, come on, have a sweetie.
Which ones are they?
God knows. Heart, blood pressure, calcium to keep my bones from breaking. It's all a conspiracy. The doctors pretend we're immortal, the drug companies get fatter, and we all die.
Could that be Jacob?
Oh, don't be silly. He's having a dalliance in Ludlow. It's the vicar's wife.
The minister's wife.
Yeah, my babysitter.
Oh, silly, of course.
Thanks for coming in.
Jess, how are you?
As well as can be expected.
Well, taking Brenda for a walk must be the last thing you need.
Well, that's what I'm going to get. It's Jane. Off we go then.
Hello, Jane. Hello, Brenda.
Nice to see you.
Hello, May. Guess what I've got in here?
Oh, I can't imagine. A jigsaw.
Of?
The Taj Mahal in the moonlight. The west front of Chartres Cathedral. The 1966 World Cup final.
The Houses of Parliament.
Oh, goody, goody. Why don't you go in the kitchen and make yourself a cup of tea while I sort out the edges?
Excellent. See you later, you two.
Yeah. Yes, off you go. Toddle.
I'll let you into a secret. May hides the pieces down the side of the chair, and she accuses Jane of only buying cheap jigsaws from the charity shops.
Yes, and I'll let you into a secret. Jane knows.
When Jacob was a little boy, May used to slap him. Always slapping him around the legs for some minor misdemeanor. This was in her strict Presbyterian days, before she took against God. Used to upset me. He was such a docile little chap. And he grew up into a quiet man, a family man.
We don't usually come here.
Jacob disappeared once before, when Ella died. This is where I found him, just looking into the water.
Jess? You must promise me not to do anything silly. Will you promise?
We shall miss you. You must take great care of yourself, and we'll come and see you very soon.
Yes, thank you, Brenda.
Don't want him to go.
I will be one less thing to worry about.
I don't worry about you. May I come visit?
Oh, yes, of course. You must keep me up to date with the news. And don't worry about me, Jess. I mean, where I live is irrelevant. I live in my own inner space and have done since Blethyn passed on. I am my own house, crawling snail-like to God.
He was always forgiving me. Always telling me I didn't mean any harm. Blatant provocation. It's good riddance. It's a double celebration. We've got rid of the men.
I had a man friend once. A fellow geography teacher. We were both life members of the Shropshire Wildlife Trust. He went off and married an historian. Very nice woman. Chubby. I believe they lived very happily at Market Drayton. A place I do not much care for. I only mention this to show I've had some small experience. How a man can just discard a person. Very odd.
Hold tight. So do you really never want to see Nathan again?
I don't see how it would improve my life in any way.
Well, we're visiting him on Friday.
Do I take it the alternative is to sit at home doing another bloody jigsaw with a reluctant babysitter?
Mm-hmm.
Then deal me in. I'm told you're a sort of a Christian.
Yes, I'm a Methodist.
Well, then consider this as a Methodist. Did Christ suffer from constipation?
I can't say that I've ever really thought about that.
Well, on the one hand, we have the probable high-fiber diet, deriving mainly from the desert. Because, as you know, the desert is consisting mainly of grit. And on the other hand, the most common fruit is generally considered to be the fig. Now, figs are have a very similar effect to prunes. They can be seismic in their consequences.
Would you like some chocolate?
Oh. Well, chocolate binds me dreadfully. But when I get home, I shall take 7 prunes and thus establish the balance of my ecosystem.
And is your room nice?
Well, it's better than that. I've got a little bungalow. It has a touch of Tudor about it. I hear the beating of the Holy Spirit outside my window. And I've made a new friend, Dorothy. Dorothy? Yes. She's a Quaker.
She looks very nice.
She's a tranquil person like myself.
Very, very large indigo dye.
Does that feel better?
No, of course not. I'll never be better. Well.
What?
I heard you on the telephone earlier, talking to my good-for-nothing son. I could tell that an arrangement was being made. Now, what is the arrangement? And what am I expected to do about it?
They're going to pay us a visit.
They?
Jacob and his friend. And they're going to bring the 2 children and the dog.
Oh, I hate dogs.
Oh, we'll keep the dog well away from you, then.
A wise precaution. Am I to assume these children are not of Jacob's begetting?
Of course not. Just behave yourself. They're here.
Come on, Fergus. Laura.
Here we go.
But this is my Hazel.
Hi.
This is the children, Lara, Fergus. Their dog, Laser.
You are welcome. I gather you are joining the family.
Yeah. I'm sorry we haven't come to see you before, but I've had a lot to sort out. Sorry if you were worried.
You were always a difficult boy. We had the police, you know. They released a constable from his duties in the male voice choir, specially to look for him.
I'm really sorry, Mrs. Copplestone.
Yes, I bet. What are you wearing? What have you got on? What does she come as? Puss in Boots?
Don't be silly. They're all the rage. Well, I suppose we'd all like a nice cup of tea, wouldn't we?
Why are you doing this exactly?
Doing what?
Well, being nice to me and so on. Is it being sort of Christian or something?
I suppose now that the initial shock is over, I want to make a new life for myself and all of us, and if that can be done on the basis of respect and friendship and family love, so much the better for myself and everyone.
Crikey.
I'll just take this to Brenda.
Oh yeah, there's another one, isn't there?
We keep her upstairs.
I hear your company has arrived.
Yes. Would you like to come downstairs and meet them?
Thank you, dear. That won't be necessary. Oh, that cake looks delicious.
One, 2, 3.
Good luck.
Why don't you just say it, Jake, and then we can go home?
Hazel's pregnant.
I thought you told her that.
The thing is, we're worried about the baby. We don't want him or her to be born outside of marriage. So we were wondering if you would consider giving us, well, I think it's called a quickie divorce. Then if we move sharpish, Hazel and I could be married before the baby's born. What do you think?
Don't really know what to think.
It's just Hazel thinks it'd be better for the
Yes,
other...
I do. I do know what I think. I think that the marriage vows I made were real and binding for life. Yes. Yes, that's what I think.
But as soon as Jacob makes it ship-shape, we'll all go out on the river. Would you like that?
I thought I told you two to stay away from the water. Didn't I?
Oh,
Didn't I?
It was horrible. But we really liked it, and it's a good job as well because we found the boat. Yeah, and we want to ride on it.
Who'd like some cake? Mm?
Me, please.
All right. You go and play, and I'll bring it out to you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, no thanks. I feel sick enough already.
Oh, poor you. My sister was sick all day long with her too. Then all of a sudden she felt well. Euphoric.
Jake, I think we should go, really.
Kids, come on, let's go. Come on. No, come on, I don't want to fuss. Come on, let's just go.
I'm sorry, Jess, I didn't mean to spring this on you.
We had so much
But I wouldn't.
fun. Oh, please, Mum.
We'd like the baby to have a name. My name.
Why don't we talk about it one-to-one the next time you visit your mother?
Just sit down.
Kids, come on, down the other end.
No.
Come on, you know the rules.
No.
Let's go.
What have you given her? Pethidine. That's what's making her drowsy.
Yes. She just had a little fall and we're going to the hospital. We're here, May. We're at the hospital. You're going to be all right, darling. We're here now. I'm going to stay with you. It's all right. I was only half watching, but I think she was going to give me a hug.
May, give you a hug.
She'll be fine. She just needs to get some rest now.
Okay. Yes, she came towards me and fell. She's broken her thigh. She's going to be in here at least a month.
Excellent. Give you a rest.
What you going to do with your freedom? Go clubbing? Get yourself a toy boy? At least have your belly button pierced.
I think I might start going to church again.
Well, have a word with the Lord thy God. The bastard owes you.
Fight the good fight with all thy might. Christ is thy strength, and Christ thy right. Lay hold on life, and it shall be a joy and crown eternally.
Nice to see you again, Jess. Goodbye, Jane.
Thanks, John. Lovely to
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peter, how are you?
Hello.
Peter.
Listen, I'm so sorry to hear about May. How is she?
Oh, they say she'll be in there for... At
bless
least
you.
I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
I think I'm getting a cold.
Right, well, I'm ordering you, my dear, just to go home straight to bed with hot whiskey and lemon, and stay there until further notice.
Oh, Jess.
Bernie.
I think I've overslept.
How are you this morning?
Not much the same, thank you.
You know, I've been thinking. My friend Avril's calling in later.
Oh.
No, don't complain. She might be able to help you.
What?
Well, she's basically a geographer, but she's been looking into Zen Buddhism and alternative therapies and yoga. I'm sure she could find something for you.
Who's that?
Oh, Jess, you've left your drink.
Oh, Jacob, now what?
Sorry, I have to talk to you, Jess.
I've not
Yeah,
had any
well, it
breakfast.
won't take long.
Oh, look. Trendy new jacket.
Look, have you made up your mind?
Now what?
The divorce.
Of course I haven't.
Well, you'll have to make your mind up soon.
That sentence sounds like it ends in or else, does it?
I'll have to divorce you.
On what possible grounds?
Well, it's a legalistic thing, but the solicitors said unreasonable behaviour is the usual choice.
Unreasonable behaviour?
And obviously, we're going to have to divide up property. Look, I've written a list. That's your copy.
Oh. His and hers. That's nice. Like bathroom towels.
Anyway, look, if you like, you check it over and I'll come round with the van later in the week. Can't manage without my nice old armchair.
Oh, but you can manage without your nice old wife.
Oh, Jess, I know it's awful.
Just go.
Did Blondie write this?
Well, it's not Jacob's handwriting.
You can see her, can't you? Greasing round teacher. Winning the Fawn Prize for handwriting and neatness.
I've got a handwriting expert in the kitchen and a Zen Buddhist in the sitting room.
Sorry to butt in, but Brenda tells me Jess needs a consultation.
Does she?
Do I?
Yes, you do. What you feel is legitimate rage. You must let your anger out. You need a surrogate.
What?
A surrogate for the person who's injured you. Now, which is the person's chair?
Oh, that's the person's chair.
More cushions.
In the conservatory.
What's she doing?
Poor Avril's little sense of humour. But she's only 52 and still liable to enthusiasms.
Now, you lambast him. You scream at him. You shout at him. You kick him. You hit him. You tear him limb from limb. Now, can you do that?
Thanks, Avril. I'll try.
Good.
Too many people telling her what to do.
Mum can't row, she's useless.
I'm not. I bet I can do it.
Oh, you've got it. Now then, I can do this. Come on, Jess. You can do it. If you want to go left, pull right. If you want to go left, pull left. That's it. That's it. Down.
Look. Yes. I didn't know she was a rower.
She looks very nice.
Nice? Oh. That woman is a saint.
Yes. No need to bring her anything. She's not really up to that yet.
Hello, May. How are you?
You're very late.
Well, I'm here now. What is some fruit?
I don't like fruit.
You don't have to like it, May. Just eat it. You had your scan?
Yes. And they said it's a hairline fracture with a Latin name. And yesterday I had a total body scan and I had to be inserted into a huge magnet. They said I was very brave. They said they'd never met anyone like me.
Not surprised. I brought you a clean nightie.
There's a whole pile of washing in there for you to take home. Oh, good. You brought some bags this time. And don't forget the pink bed jacket.
Right.
And my new friend, Mrs. Jenkins, she needs some laundry doing too.
What? This is very kind of you, dear.
Oh, don't worry about it. Dee Dee loves keeping people clean.
Anything else, madam?
Well, there's no need to be sarcastic. We're all gravely ill in here, you know. And even in our agony, we are a noble example to the human race. Mrs. Jenkins is from Wales, and my other neighbour is from Bengal. She is a Hindu. We are citizens of the world. My daughter-in-law isn't really interested in the larger picture. She's the homely type. She likes to stay home and bake. Her ambition was a higher form of chiropody. But she never achieved it. Poor thing. Her problem is she's a Puritan. She won't even let me read my favorite magazine in the house. Now, you should read this article I was telling you about, the female orgasm. It's on page 23.
Those nurses certainly earn their money. You said there was something you wanted to discuss.
It's not so much a matter of for discussion, but rather of information. Dorothy and I are going to be married.
Married?
I realise it's all rather sudden, but at our age, well, there's no time to be lost. Well, we both prayed, singly and apart, to assess whether this was a divine leading. And it was.
We're getting married 3 weeks on Wednesday. We have the first slot at the registry office.
And may I hope, Jessie dear, that you will be a witness?
Yes, of course. I'm very happy for you.
We saw you rowing on the river.
Oh, God, how embarrassing.
I told Dorothy all about you.
What on earth did he say?
He said you were the most precious, most loving, most tender being on earth. I'm so glad he's had someone like you in his life.
Crikey. So, this is exciting. And are you going to invite May? That's my next question.
Oh, no. Oh.
May, where's your charitable spirit?
No.
Hello, Jess.
Hi, Jessie. Everything all right?
What are they?
Tulips.
Oak, beech, and ancient hornbeam. You have 5 trees planted for you every year, and when you die, they'll still be there.
Oh, that's lovely. Are you going to put some brighter colours in there?
No, they're made of silk, and this is quite a very good shape.
It's like a harlequin. Too bright. Oh, it's pretty.
Carl, Toddle.
Oh, see? He's no sooner in the door than he's out again.
He always goes for a quiet pipe or something.
I know who's driving him to drink. It isn't me.
Good afternoon. Can we help you at all? I'd just like to browse, if I may.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Little bright. Do you have it in any other colour? This as well, please.
Good afternoon. Do you have an appointment?
Could I possibly have my hair done now? Ta-da!
Crikey.
Oh, I can tell you're impressed.
It's a bit of a shock, that's all. I'm sure I shall get used to it. Yes, I like it. It's, well, assertive, isn't it? Liberated.
Look what else I bought.
Oh, we used to call those siren suits. People wore them to the air raid shelters during the war.
That's a tracksuit. I'm going to start jogging, get fit as part of my makeover.
What you need is a trampette. It's a miniature trampoline. Peter Fox has one. He swears by it. He does 100 bounces at the start of a day, and apparently it releases tension and leaves you spry and uplifted.
Oh, perhaps we should both have an exercise routine.
Oh, Jessie, do I have to?
Well, you know what the doctor says.
Yes, I know exactly what she says. But the truth is the pain is less since I accepted that my active life is basically over.
Over? Nonsense. Look at Nathan. He's getting married again.
No, I don't mean it like that. I've simply reached that time of day. Twilight. It's neither good nor bad. It simply is. A kind of Zen thing. No, don't make fun of me. It's pretty. Very pretty.
I look silly.
Not at all. Lovely. And years younger.
Don't get too far ahead, Fergus.
9 months pregnant. Yeah. That's why I want to get everything now.
Well, it still doesn't make sense. Yeah, I can see you going on each anyway, but I'll get it later.
I know, but I want to be there when we get it.
But why have the pram cluttering up the
It's not going to clutter up the flat.
Of course it is. There's barely room for us in the place as it is.
Come on, Lara. Come on, darling, don't dawdle.
Keep moving, will you? We're all tripping over your feet.
Gotcha.
Oh, hello, Peter. I was just,
Hiding. I saw.
So humiliating.
You've done something with your hair, haven't you?
Well, at least you didn't scream.
Scream? Why should I? No, it's lovely. In fact, it's you. More you than you used to be.
Well, good. That's nice, thank you. Brenda tells me you've got a trumpet. I hear you're a secret bouncer.
Well, it's no longer a secret, is it?
Can you wait for us? I know, but actually it's quite difficult walking at the moment. Thanks for being so considerate. I know.
No, it's once you get into they're not seeing you. But once you get into the rhythm of the bounce, you that's right, yeah. I made the scones yesterday, and I do recommend the damson jam. It's another one of my triumphs.
I'm sure.
Well, I can't tell you, Jessie, how happy it makes me to have you here. See, I've always been rather in awe of you.
Me? Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yes, I've always thought of you as rather an intellectual.
That's just because I used to work at the library. You remember me with a background of books. I haven't actually read one for ages. Well, certainly not since,
Since Jacob left. Sorry, shall I not talk about him?
No, it's all right. Talk about him.
Well, in my ham-fisted way, I thought that him just being a joiner and you being an intellectual and so deeper than him, maybe that was the difference that... So I'm speaking out of turn.
I think it's more basic than that. He simply found a younger, fitter, more fertile animal. sexual selection according to the gospel of Charles Darwin.
Hey. I think there is much more to sexual selection than is dreamt of in Charles Darwin's philosophy.
You do?
Yes. Yes, I certainly do, Jessie.
Last night I was thinking, Jacob has got Hazel, Nathan has got Dorothy, May has an entire hospital, Brenda has Zen Buddhism. Does nobody need me anymore?
The world will always have need of people like you.
Do you know, Jacob never so much as made me a cup of tea. You've made me 2 in one afternoon.
Well, it's a great honor to make Jessie Copperston a cup of tea. No, 2 cups of tea. Oh, it's good to hear you laugh.
We never tried the trumpet.
No. Well, next time you come, we will definitely make a point of it. Promise.
Thanks very much, Peter.
No, it's been
And,
lovely.
Yes.
Mwah.
Thank you. Don't forget to put a date in the diary.
It's in here.
Bye-bye.
Jess, did you have a nice jog?
Brilliant. And you never guess who I saw? Peter. And I went to his house for tea.
Oh, did you have a bounce?
What?
A bounce?
Oh, no, I didn't. Maybe next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you all raise your glasses and toast the happy couple, Nathan and Dorothy?
Nathan and Dorothy. Well, I like it.
Oh, it won't do you any harm.
Bethyn, my first wife.
Yes, I know who Bethyn is.
Yes, well,
Joy's bubbly.
Jess, thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you. No, Bethyn came from a very strict, well... Thank you. Now, Peter, Welsh, thank you. Came from a very strict Welsh tabernacle tradition. For example, not even knitting was allowed on the Sabbath, and she was a consummate knitter. So you see, there was a real sacrifice. Thank you. Thanks very much. A real sacrifice involved there.
I'm not a knitter. Do you mind?
Not in the slightest. But it's delicious. Oh, no wonder they turned it into a sin. Oh, love that will not let me go, I rest my weary soul on thee. I give thee back the life I owe, that in thine ocean's depths its flow may richer, fuller be.
Excuse me. Jess, what's wrong, love?
Well, it's just that they're so happy. And at the moment, I can't stand the sight of happiness. I have to run away from it.
So let's run away. Come on.
Oh.
Okay?
Thanks, Debbie.
I know where we can go.
Oh, it's wonderful here, isn't it? This is where I'd like you to scatter my ashes.
I will. But not for at least 40 years.
Oh, don't think I can wait that long.
I can't manage without you.
Of course you can.
Do you want me to go bald again?
What are you on about?
When I was 13, my hair fell out. Nobody knew why. Well, the doctor mumbled something about alopecia, and it's always been a bit of a mystery. And I wouldn't wear a wig. And all the kids at school giggled and looked the other way. Except one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I remember.
My hair needs you.
Oh. You've got lovely hair. Do you remember when Sheila Delaney got chased by a goat? Just over there.
She got her comeuppance.
Oh, so sweet. No. I expect they're having an early night with a cup of honeymoon horlicks. Jacob's here.
Oh, God. Hope he hasn't got Blondie with him.
Oh, that's all I need. Hope he hasn't got a van load of my furniture. It's not funny. Why are you here?
I needed to see you. And I've still got my keys, so...
No. So you just thought you'd let yourself in, did you? Brenny?
Yes?
I'll be up in a minute to tell you all about the wedding.
All right, dear.
You're not supposed to be here at all. I thought we were only supposed to communicate by way of our lawyers.
Yeah, but apparently you've been ignoring the letters from the lawyers.
Oh, I've been very busy.
Do you want to hear what the letters say?
Doubt if I can stop you.
Well, it all revolves around May. She's almost fully recovered now, so...
Yes, I know. I visit her regularly.
Yeah, so the question is, where does she go when she leaves hospital?
Yes, I agree. That is the question. What is the answer?
Well, she can either go into some home, or she could come back here.
Here?
If you have her back, we'll allow you to keep this house under the divorce settlement. But if you won't have her back, then this place will have to be sold and we'll divide the money equally between us.
Oh, I see.
It was all laid out fully and explained in the letters that you've chosen not to read.
So May comes here or else?
Yeah, I realise it sounds like an ultimatum, but...
She's your mother. Why can't she come and live with you?
You know my mother. Hazel couldn't possibly cope.
She's got 2 children, a dog and my husband to take care of. And all that nice blonde hair might fall out, poor thing.
Jess, this isn't you talking. Please. I need you to help me.
This is me talking, Jacob. This is my house. I was born here. So leave the key and let yourself out. Ready? Want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
What time is it?
It's early. Brenny, how would you feel about May coming back to live here?
Well, I won't pretend. It's been totally delightful without her. Is she likely to be part of the divorce settlement? You get custody of May.
I get custody of May. On Friday.
Oh, no.
Oh, the soup's too hot.
Mine's perfect.
In the hospital, the soup was always served tepid, so that the elderly wouldn't burn their tongues. I'll put it aside to cool. You have any cheddar?
I think I've got some cheese.
Yes, well, at the hospital, they always gave me cheddar cheese, cut up in little squares. So big.
Not squares. They would be cubes.
I haven't got any cheddar. I've got some nice Caerphilly.
Do you really imagine I'd want anything Welsh? After spending 7 weeks in the next bed to that dreadful Mrs. Jenkins.
Why don't you just blow on it, May?
Oi, I'm watching that.
No, you're not. You're coming to bed. Come on.
I'm not.
Of course you are. We all are. Come on, May.
Go on and bugger off. Don't mind me. In the hospital, the nurses would sit up talking to me all night if I
Yes,
wanted.
well, the nurses work in shifts. They take it in turns. I do this 24 hours a day. Now, come
Poor
on.
old you. Oh, God, you're such a sanctimonious, self-pitying cow. No wonder my son found a little bit on the side.
Suit yourself. I'm going to bed. You can stay down here all night if you want to.
Do what you like. Doesn't matter to me. But you know what I'll do? I'll shit and piss. I'll shit and piss all over the floor. And your precious house will be like a sewer.
May, please don't be silly. Just come to bed. Come on. There's a good girl. Come on, up you come.
You're treating me like a baby.
But you're behaving like a baby. Come on.
Shit and piss. Shit and
Come
piss.
on, yes. Shit and piss.
Shit and piss. Shit and piss.
Come on.
Shitty,
Come on.
Oh, shitty, pissy, shitty, pissy.
Come on.
Pissy, shitty, piss.
Oh. What you've done. Oh, get up. May. eh? Should have come home today. I think I've probably done
What's
very
happened? What's going on?
How does that concern you?
She's my mother.
She fell. I think I pushed her. And the light have hit her.
Oh, shut up, Jess. Of course you didn't hit her.
Don't tell my wife to shut up.
Your wife? Look, if she did hit me, I wouldn't blame her. I'd have killed the old bat years ago. And it's all your fault, you bastard!
Please, be quiet. It's the hospital. Which of you is Mrs. Copplestone?
I am.
May I have a word?
I'll come with you. Do you want to...
Don't need any of you!
There is some bruising to the arm. The lady's insistent that you attacked her.
That's because I grabbed her because she wouldn't go to bed. We were both screaming and shouting, and she fell, and she didn't get up, and I thought she was dead. So I called the hospital. I was hoping she was dead. I wanted her to be dead. Been wanting her dead for months.
Excuse me. Thank you.
So what happens now?
It's felt that further investigations are called for. We'll be in touch.
But I did hit her, Pete.
Well, even if you did, it couldn't have been very hard. I just popped in to see her and she was perfectly all right.
I know why she does it. She knows I love her, but she's just breaking out. She's trying to be herself and she's forgotten how to do it.
We're taking her home.
2 minutes.
Wait for me in the car.
I just wanted to say Kathy's right. It was my fault. Honestly, Jess. If it wasn't for the baby, I'd come home tomorrow.
Well, if you want to make yourself useful, you can find somewhere else for May to live. She's obviously not safe with me.
I'll make inquiries. I've got a lot on work at the moment, but I'll try.
Give me a hug, Jacob. Oh, you smell so nice. Okay, you can let me go now. Thank you. Go on, you can go now. Off you go. Go on. Toddle.
All right.
Yes. Thank
Yeah. Thank you.
Nathan. Raymond Chandler?
Dorothy is seeking to broaden my perception of the world.
I've also managed to persuade him that reading in bed need not be restricted to the Bible.
Good.
We visited May yesterday.
How was she?
Oh, the life and soul of the nursing home. She also said that she'd like to see you.
Did she mean it?
Oh, well, with May, who can tell? Anyway, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, dear. Coffee time.
Yes,
Coffee.
One, two, three. Hello, May.
Oh, no, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, I'm just a poor old woman and she's welcome to steal my purse and my post office book.
I'm sure this lovely lady isn't going to hit you, May.
Oh, but promise you won't tie me up and do ghastly things
I just
with the
came
red
to see
hot
how
poker.
you are, May. I don't want to upset you. If you'd rather I left, I will.
Of course not, you've only just come. They're full of security bullshit here, you know, for fear of abuse of the elderly. Not that they give a toss about us, but they're terrified of being sued for damages, which, believe me, is a temptation, Jessie.
I don't remember you ever calling me Jessie. You always called me Dee Dee. I never did know why.
And you a so-called career woman in trousers? D is for daughter. I never had one. I had to manage with you. And look at me now. Is it true that you've dumped Brenda as well?
Mm-hmm. She's at the Brambles. Nathan and Dorothy are keeping an eye on her. She's very happy.
Oh, well, thank God she isn't here. She wanted to kill me, too. She used to put things in the muesli, you know. But I kept some as evidence for the forensic expert.
You've got 2 more visitors, May.
I brought your grandson to see you. There we are.
Now then, let me look at him. How are you, little fellow? Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise.
No, it's all right. And this is?
His name is Sebastian Edward Copplestone.
He's beautiful.
I think he's got Jake's eyes.
Has he?
Jolly well hoped, though, young lady. And my son's name is Jacob, if you don't mind. Now, I want to ask you something. Are you breastfeeding him? And how long do you intend to go on? It is very important, you know, for their well-being. I hope you've been reading all about it. I breastfed Jacob for 6 months, or was it a year? I think it was a year. You see how he turned out.
Oh, maybe you'll meet someone in the library.
Oh, not according to my friend Charles Darwin. I was talking to him only the other day.
He still uses it, does he?
Charles, I said, you closed the churches. You predicted I'd be superseded by a fitter, more fertile specimen, and you were right, I said. I've been discarded. May's been discarded, but we're both fighting back. Oh, no, they haven't done the floor. Oh. What do you think?
Your oven is finished. You're going to be all right, living on your own.
I've been on my own for years.
Yeah, but now you can enjoy your freedom.
Let me tell you something, Kathy. Freedom is terrifying. I don't know yet if I can live with freedom.
It's amazing, isn't it, how much can change in a year?
I'm not as nice as I was.
No, you're not.
Well, thank you very much, Baldy. You want to see my ensuite?
Oh, can you?
Ha ha ha.